Why start? Okay. Why do I do these things? And you know what? What is this? Hold on. LK5029. I'll tell you what, you are lucky if you get one of these, because this is a button lock. Y-Start. Okay, so let's talk about Y-Start knives. Yeah, they make some G10 knives and they're interesting and, this and that. But when they go to titanium and high-end shit, it kind of, I'm wondering, can you crawl up that hill? Can you compete? Well, this thing, I can't remember, it was like $1.29 or something on AliExpress, but I think I saw this sifting through I must have seen a posting for Y-Start on Instagram or maybe Facebook or something like that. I'll give you the link to Y-Start, their Instagram. But this I got off of AliExpress. I looked around for it. Once I saw it, I go, oh man, I love that. And I've seen Tucson knives and some other knives use this colored G10 stuff. But I dig it. I think it's cool. And you can get this same knife with carbon fiber here instead of this, okay? But I just thought it looked too sedate that way. But it does look more elegant, okay? But I wanted to go wild, because I'm wild. I'm out of control, okay? And button lock, check that out. Look at those ambidextrous thumb studs. Let me check how they do those. So, little, yeah. And look at that. This blade stock ain't no 3 millimeters. I'll bet your money on it. Hold on. Okay, I'll bet my money on it now. I'll bet my money. 4 millimeter, 0.15. Yeah, okay, let's get the total fatty package in here. 0.5 for 13.8. Stubs. But you know what? I think it's a good looking knife. Now I'm going to have half of you are going to go, screw it. I hate it, But I don't know why. I'm attracted to it. I think it looks good. I don't think it was that expensive. Considering. Yikes. 3 3/4 there, buddy. But up here. Oh, 3.6 about there. Hold on. Out here. 8 1/4. So it's the same length. This is your paramilitary tube. Blah, 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 whatever. About 21 centimeters. Okay? So, as we go, knives seem to be shrinking. Prices seem to be getting bigger. Blades seem to be getting smaller. But here we are, folks. And I'll put it down here. I know I've seen a design of his before. M390. And you're going, really? Really, is that M390? How come you never question it if it's some other brand, right? It's always like an automatic acceptance, but if it's some other brand, it's like, no. But I remember I've tested some off-brand crazy stuff, thinking there's no way it's M390, and guess what? Bingo, 4% vanadium, 20% chromium. It's like, ding, ding, ding. It's a winner. You can tell pretty quick when you put it up to an XRF analyzer if it's M390 just by reading 2 or 3 elements. Titanium pocket clip. And titanium, hold on, let me grab my magnet. Crap. Ooh, nothing there. Thanks for oh, it caught something on the way out. Oh, there you go. There's the steel. But ooh, wow, okay. We are titanium, and this is titanium, and this is titanium. And there's some pass-throughs or something. There's one right there that's magnetic. The hardware's steel. So is the blade, thank God, right? Hold on, let me see if I got a little scrap of something. Okie dokie, pokey smoky. Y-Start? They're kind of here or there, right? It's not like I chase them. But probably, 4 or 5 years ago, I was putting some Y-Start knives on my channel, and they were intriguing, you know. But they're always the LK something, right? And it's always usually a 50, like a 5026 or a 50 something, right? But this is kind of really so different that they did this with a button lock. Oh, you know what? I've got the tool for this too. Crap. Where did I put that? Because I do. I actually have the Y-Start tool. In fact, I think I've got two of them. And they've got other other bits as well, but they come with this bit. And you could buy them on AliExpress for, I don't know, 15 bucks or I don't know what it was. But I ended up with two of those. So I do have a bit for that. Wow. Okay. But you know what this looks a lot like? This button lock setup where it kind of protrudes here. It looks like one or two of the Tucson button lock setups, doesn't it? So wonder if there's a connection there somewhere. Because Y-Start, they've done some, titanium stuff before, but this one seems like it's exceptionally well done. I have not taken it apart. I haven't adjusted any of the, pivot or anything, and it seems very fidgety. And you got that, you got this here you can flick off of. Now maybe, hold on, that dropped. Okay, maybe a little light. Yeah, it's somewhat light on the detent. And I'm trying to think, maybe there's a purpose because it's a button lock. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna kick these thumb studs as well, that may be also a consideration of how you set that. And then you can finger flick this. So there's just a hell of a lot of ways to roll this out, isn't it? Well, at least it's a full-size knife. I like this. I like this bolster thing that they did instead of the total thing. It was one slab. The button lock. I don't care for this hardware being this. You can get a little screwdriver. Okay, so you don't have to have their little tool, whatever. But still, I don't care for this. I just go back with the standard Torx, stuff like they've done on the scales and the pocket clip, whatever. But M390 satin, cool. Ergos, that's pretty straightforward. And it is, isn't it? There's nothing really going on. You got this now, so if your hand fits, which it doesn't completely, right? And so if you got a much bigger hand, then you're playing back up here, which, okay, that's comfortable, that's decent. You can see the little area where that comes around to that button lock. Let me try this. Well, reverse grips. Even, that's comfortable. That's good. Ooh, how much does it weigh? We haven't done that. What do you think? Yikes. Well, it's 138 grams basically, so it's not a lightweight. What are we going to jump to? We're going to jump. Yeah, well, it's under 5 ounces. Okay. Okay, I was going to guess it might have been slightly over 5. So, fit and finish seem pretty good, which there's been some Y-Start knives I thought were a bit lacking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe good value for the money, but just not quite there. This one's better. This one's better. Would I say they've topped the hill? Well, as much as I'd like to find fault, really, maybe here. Maybe here. This feels almost like a raw edge. Really didn't break it much over on here. This one, yes, this is okay. This is good. All this is good. All this is good. No edginess, no weirdness. Nice and smooth. Let me see how... That's pretty seamless right there, that transition. Yeah, that's pretty seamless. So, any real big gaps there? Nah. Nah. And I bought this cold ass off of AliExpress, so they don't know me for jack, okay? So it's not like it was all picked over. Okay. What do you think? I mean, this is, yeah, this needs to, actually needs a little sandpaper or something just to, because that's a bit edgy. It really is. It just doesn't feel that well finished on these edges right here. But as you work your way, when you make this break here, all the rest of it and all the way around is fine. There is kind of an edge right there, but I think that's supposed to be like that. Yeah. So, yeah. But what do you think? Like I said, I knew I had this paper buried somewhere. I printed it out and then I can't find it. So what's the point of wasting paper if you don't put it on a camera? Okay, so 121, I was saying about 129, 120 before tax. Okay, they do charge tax anymore. But see this or this. So you might prefer that. I mean, I looked at both, but okay. And so bearing, washer, titanium, fast handle, opener, whatever the hell. Okay, so here's your stats. Okay, so 8.23, 3.48. You love, they always want to do that, right? And it's Austrian M390. Austrian. Colorful box, too. So what else we got? This, and nothing. Okay. So, way cool. Oh, okay. Had to stabilize it from the one side, so. And just a recommendation, you may want to get one of these. Fix It or iFixit. Those are way cool. This one was a gift from a viewer that I got years ago, and you get all these little, but you can get a deluxe kit. This is not the deluxe, but then here's all the stuff that comes in this one. You can get them on Amazon. And then there's other brands other than the iFixit now. So check that out. Do we need to go to a normal type of driver now? Maybe. So let's go to a number 6 and see what we've got here. It's always nice to have plenty of drivers around if you're going to do this. And let's take the G10 off, because I'm imagining we've got some internal screws somewhere in here, and those are the same size. And of course we do. And there's your G10. So here's that with your pivot. And then we got some internal screws here, which I kind of figured with that G10 scale sitting on top. And there's that. I wonder if they could have skeletonized this a little bit in here to reduce the weight a little bit more. Of course, then we've got, here we go. Ooh, that's a thick washer. Ooh, baby. Okay. And now that we've done that, let's check out the internals. And here's, of course, the button, and under that is the spring. And what's our easiest way? Oh, well, just bring the whole thing up. there's the screw. There's the plunger, the button, lock. Okay, and then here's the spring. I'm throwing bearings off. Okay, so we've got ceramic bearings, button lock, spring. Looks like any other button lock knife. Mechanically, and the way it's set up. Let's look at this backside. Is there anything keeping this from turning? No. That's why I had to stabilize it. And there's that. Oh, and I guess our stop is steel as well. And then, these little screws here that hold the scale on. And then check that out. That's interesting, isn't it? And then, of course, the hardware there, but this is titanium, etc. All right. Got it back together, and I don't like you. And I got 2 of these things. I couldn't find them to save my life. But they were there. They were there, just staring up at me in one of my little drawers. I will definitely make sure that they're closer to my disassembly tray in the future. God only knows. And of course, I won't need them. Y-Start. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. This one now is even more drop shutty than it was. And I was checking to go, that can't be right. But no, it's tight. It's good. It doesn't have the pressure on the pivot that it did when it came out of the production factory. So, and of course it's cleaned up and got some pivot lube on it. It's good. So we got the Lk5029 in this Y-Start box, right? And then, of course, you get a much nicer box when you buy the $15 nothing tool, right? You get this monster box. I love it. But I just had to. I thought it was way cool, and I still do. I like this knife. I think it's interesting. I like the odd brand knives, but I know, and Timonov, however you want to pronounce it, has done other designs, and I like his style. Take care. We do. We like the Y-Start knives. We just love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.